Okay, everybody, we're talking Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2 today. And I'm going to tell you, we're going to answer the question, is it good? Is it great? Is it we don't know? Or even is it a great fan service opportunity? That's what we're seeing today on Two Geeks and a Microphone.
Hello there. So who talks first? You talk first? I talk first.
I will talk first, and we've got Megan in the house today. Hey, everybody. I am your co-host, Mr. Stephen Buster, along with the one, the only Mr. Mike Shanks, and also the one, the only Miss Megan Shanks today, here to talk Five Nights at Freddy's. Say good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning to all you geeks out there in geekdom land. Or is it animatronic land today?
You're right. The animatronics have run amok, everybody.
Amok.
Well
I
done.
think we're in the wrong season for that, aren't we?
Oh gosh. Well, good morning, everybody. Hey, today's show is going to be very interesting because we're watching Five Nights at Freddy's Part 2. Unfortunately, everybody, I'm going to own up to this right now here and before everybody is I didn't get a chance to see it because the weather was supposed to be really bad last night. And I was like, I don't know if I want to be out in it. So anyway, with that being said, it will still be we'll still do spoilerific territory because, spoilers don't bother me and even stuff, but for some they may. But anyway, it's going to be a great show today as we talk because we've got Megan in the house to chit chat with us as part of the show. Because Megan, how fair on a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a FNAF fan are you?
No number.
That's a funny question. Does it count that she doesn't actually play the games?
I'm bad at computer games. That's not fair.
But you like the lore, though.
Yes.
Okay. All right. That's all right. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay. But okay, you like the lore. So it'll be an interesting discussion today, everybody, as we talk through and discuss FNAF 2. And I'm interested in hearing. So I have all kinds of questions for you too. So I'm just saying. All right. Well, with that, are we ready to go into geeky news?
Yes, I have geeky news this morning.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. I do that every time, don't I? Like the ticker. I probably should stop doing that.
Did it even play?
Oh, you're sharing your screen? Okay, give me a second. Ta-da!
All right. I just saw this yesterday, but Lucasfilms, this is coming straight from StarWars.com, so this is an official announcement. Sorry, I kind of lost my voice a second for there. Star Wars, the original Star Wars, returns to theaters for the 50th anniversary update. So experience the original 1977 film with a theatrical re-release in 2027. On February 19th, 2027, we'll celebrate the 50th anniversary of Star Wars with a re-release of the 1977 original back for a limited time in theaters everywhere. Part of Lucasfilm's year-long 50th anniversary celebration. Next year is going to be a jam-packed Star Wars year, I can tell you that. Newly restored version of the classic 1977 theatrical release, later renamed Star Wars A New Hope, will play in theaters for a limited time. Switch on your targeting computers and keep your eyes on StarWars.com for more details. So yes, to me, this says that we are getting the original cut that was shown in theaters in 1977. So I'm assuming that it will not have the title Star Wars A New Hope. It should just say Star Wars. We should get no McClunky. You should
Or
get,
who shot first?
who shot first. It should be clear who shot first. I am excited. This is going to be fabulous, and it's right around the corner, man. February 19th. We just blink and we're going to be there.
Right.
So I am excited to see the original run of Star Wars back in the movie theater. That's going to be freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yes, it is.
I don't have we need to put our applause. There we go. I need one of those
McClunky.
McClunky. I need one of those stream decks like you got, so I can just program that and hit a button. That would be awesome. Anyway, so what do you think about Star Wars, the original theatrical release, coming back to movie theater?
Well, that's a good question, because I really enjoy our friend Mark Anthony Austin, and he wouldn't be in it because he's the walk-on Boba Fett for the specialized edition. A New Hope specialized edition.
We won't get a Jabba the Hutt in this either. Nope.
Yeah, so it'll be the original. Okay, all right.
I think even Mark will be excited that the original's coming back to theaters.
Oh,
even
yeah,
he would be up there, and he probably won't be getting a paycheck for it.
Right.
Sorry, buddy. But I really, really want to see the original, and I've always hated the whole who shot first junk, and then when they added the McClunky, that even got worse. And yeah, I'm looking forward. I don't mind the Jabba the Hutt scene. I don't think it's terrible. And I love the fact that Boba Fett makes an appearance. That's incredible. But to get the original back in the theaters, I'm happy with that. Now the question is, will we actually be able to purchase this version after the theatrical release? That's the big question. And the only reason they can do this is because Disney acquired Fox. What was it, last year before last, whatever it was.
Yeah.
They acquired Fox. So
yeah.
All right. So speaking of companies acquiring other companies,
this is part of mine. Okay, yeah, go for it.
This is a this is a good transition right here. We switch over to Netflix. Just signed a deal to purchase Warner Brothers Film and Streaming at a whopping $72 billion.
I see what you did there. That was good.
Billion. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Yeah.
So Netflix is going to own Warner Brothers. Now, it says film and streaming. So I don't know if there's aspects of Warner Brothers they're not getting, if it's just the film and streaming. I mean, are they going to have, like DC Comics? I'm not sure what this entails. But we will probably eventually see all of the Warner Brothers movies and television shows flipping over to Netflix over the next few years.
Yeah. Probably. Here is, let me share this with you real quick. So this is what I received in my email this morning. Hi, Stephen. We recently announced that Netflix will acquire Warner Brothers, including its film and television series, HBO Max and HBO. This unites our leading entertainment service with Warner Brothers' iconic stories, bringing some of the world's most beloved franchises like Harry Potter, Friends, Big Bang Theory, Casablanca, Game of Thrones, and DC Universe together with Stranger Things, Wednesday, Squid Game, Bridgerton, and K-pop Demon Hunters. What's changing? Nothing is changing today. Both streaming services will continue to operate separately. We have more steps to complete before the deal is closed, including regulatory and shareholder approvals. You'll hear from us when we have more to share. In the meantime, we hope you'll continue to enjoy watching as much as you want, whenever you want, all on your current membership plan. We know that you might have questions. Check out our help center for more information or contact us at any time. So it's a big deal. So I mean, you got to figure that includes DC Comics. That's Superman. That's Batman. That's
Well, that also brings the question: what's going to happen to like DC Infinite? Is
Mhm.
DC because a friend of mine at work actually pointed this out to me yesterday. I didn't even realize this deal was going down, and he pointed it out to me yesterday. I go, "Well, you just gave me my geeky news for tomorrow." And, and then this is how clueless I am. He was like, "Well, Netflix has games," and I was like, "What? Netflix has games?" I had no idea Netflix now has games.
Yeah.
And so he was like, "So are they gearing up to bring DC digital comic books over to the Netflix app?"
Oh, that'd be
And I was like,
cool.
"I don't know." And then if that's the case, so then what happens to DC Infinite? Does my Netflix subscription go up to cover the cost of the DC Infinite, and then my DC Infinite subscription goes away? How does that
Mhm.
work? But again, this is all speculation. They have not said anything about the comics side of things. But it also brings up the question: what happens to James Gunn? Right now, James
Mhm.
Gunn is saying, "No, I move forward as I have in the past," which at the moment I'm sure he does. But we all know when companies take over, they have a
It all
tendency.
changes. It all changes. Yeah.
They change everything. So
Yeah.
we could see a
Mhm.
total revamping again of the DCU. Does that hurt or does that help the DCU?
Mhm.
I
Yes.
don't know.
I
I don't know.
it's too soon to really conjecture anything. You got to probably think they're different products. That I mean, I HBO and the DC app are already separate, and I can't imagine them bringing those together. If they haven't brought them together, I don't think that would come under Netflix. Uh, putting the
But
comics inside of Netflix.
DC did have the DC Universe app before DC Infinite, and
Yeah.
you could watch some of the DC movies and
Hmm.
television series
Hmm.
on that app
Yeah.
along with reading the
I
comic.
remember that, and that was pretty
Right.
cool. I thought that
That
was
was
pretty sweet.
I thought that was a neat. It was unique, because nobody else
Hmm.
had that. Marvel didn't have
Yes.
that. Marvel just
Yeah.
had, their, and then DC decided to separate that once
Well,
they
they
got
moved it. They moved the
they
video
moved
part of it into
HBO.
HBO,
Right, right.
and yeah, and I was like, it's okay. It's I I
Well, it
did
made it
like
where you had
I did like that app much more betterer. Cheers, everybody.
years.
Because it was nice to have my comics fix whether I wanted to read or watch all in one
Right,
app.
right.
Yes.
Could you imagine having the comics and then having the podcast, the DC High Value
Oh my
podcast
goodness. Yeah.
together? Oh, that'd be freaking amazing, man.
That
I
would
would
be.
love that. I would absolutely love that. So
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know. We'll see what comes of this. Is this
I'm
a good
excited
thing
about
or
it
is it a
though.
bad thing? You're
I
excited?
I am excited about it because um I'm sure the price will go up because they've got to recoup that $72 billion somehow, some way.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because I guarantee you they'll any duplication in roles they'll eliminate right at the very beginning, like the day that it switches. So in other words, when the deal is signed. So now they've got to once it goes through all its regulatory stuff, that day that it's signed and goes into effect, guarantee you're going to see all the changes
Oh,
that
I'm sure.
they're talking about. Anything that's duplicated. So if Netflix already has a marketing team, I guarantee you they're going to kill the Warner Brothers marketing team. That sounded really wrong. Sorry. They're going to liquidate them.
Are,
No, that
are,
didn't sound. But that didn't sound
are,
any
are
good
they
either.
gonna send in animatronics to kill him?
That's probably so. Nice bringing it back to the show. That's awesome. Yes,
Thanks.
well done, well done. So I'm excited for it. I'm hoping that
Wait a minute. Warner Brothers owns RoboCop, right?
They do, I think. Now, here's the
think
thing
so.
I'm going to tell you. Netflix has a different viewpoint on movie theaters and home theaters. And
Uh-huh.
and I think that's going to influence the future of movies as we know it. In other words, there was a quote. I just saw this the other day. Oh my goodness, maybe it was earlier this morning. Where the head of Netflix stated that they're very customer centric, and so one of the things he said was the problem is the movie theaters, the movie studio, excuse me, i.e. Warner Brothers and others. One of the issues that they have is they look at there's always been this window between theatrical release and home release,
Right. Mm-hmm.
and he's saying those days are done. Is what he's saying. The way I read the article real quick was this whole thing on we need to do what the customer wants. We've always got to be about the customer. And I don't know if you've seen the window shortening. I remember working at Blockbuster, and the window was 4 months, and then it became 45 days.
There was a window of years at one time.
There was,
because remember, like to see Star Wars on videotape. Well, you could see Star Wars on videotape if you rented it from a rental store,
yes,
but you couldn't own it. They didn't have it to purchase until years after it came out, and then it took even longer for it to get to network television. Mm-hmm. But like you said, those days are gone. That's doesn't exist anymore.
I think we're already seeing the melding of those. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, when Megan and I went and seen Halloween, was it 2? Megan, was it the second one? Halloween Kills? I think Halloween Kills, when we went and seen that, we actually immediately came home and watched it on Paramount.
No, that was FNAF.
Well, we also did it with Halloween. We did it with Halloween first.
I don't know.
And then FNAF was the same way.
Your mom watched it with us when we came home. And then FNAF, the first one, we did the exact same thing. We watched it in the movie theater. Was it last year that the first one came out?
First one came out in 22.
Was it 22?
I think so.
Holy cow. Anyway, we watched the first one in the theater. We came home and watched it on streaming immediately. Now,
23.
Okay, that makes sense. But there's been only a few that we've done that with, where you got to watch it in the theater and then turned around and rewatched it right at home immediately the same night. As a matter of fact. So, but I don't know if they would do that regularly, with Halloween 2, Halloween Kills, you were still kind of in the pandemic. So, the theater wasn't getting as many people to show up. And I think that's the reason they put it on streaming simultaneously. I'm not sure what the excuse was with FNAF. I don't know. Look at me. I'm calling it FNAF now.
Right. That's funny. That's funny. Well, here's the thing. We're already seeing the melding of the two, of the windows of theatrical release into home, because what is it? Like, I'll see it on, we'll see it on Prime Video, or I have Fandango at home, where you can just, within that 45 days, it seems, where you can rent the movie for like $24.99 or buy it for $29.99 or something like that.
Right.
And a lot of people are watching stuff at home now. I still enjoy the movie experience openly, but
I got a rant.
Okay, here we go.
I mean, that does bring up that brings up the argument of, do you still want the movie experience? Do you want the movie theater experience, or do you want the convenience of at home watching? That brings that up. Now, like you, I do enjoy the movie theater experience. Last night, I didn't enjoy it very much. I was very upset with a couple people last night that spent the entire movie, who was sitting behind us in the back row. I am talking from the time the movie, actually, they were all talking through all the
previews.
Their previews, which, previews, I'm willing to, let that go a little bit. But man, these two guys, they talked through the entire freaking movie. And I'm not talking like, we had a bunch around us that they're excited. They're younger ones. They're excited about the characters being introduced, and they're whispering back and forth about, oh, this character is going to show up and blah blah blah. I don't have that much of a problem. I kind of do that too sometimes. That's okay. You're excited about the film. I get it.
Right.
Not
Yeah.
an issue. Or you make jokes. I do that too. I get it. But to have full on, as loud as I am, conversation through the entire freaking film makes me want to stay at home and watch it. I don't want that. I don't want to listen to your conversation. If you're
Right.
going to do that, don't go to the movie, go to a
Right.
restaurant, go to a bar. I don't know how old they were, but go there where you can socialize. The movie theater is not
Mhm.
a place to socialize.
Right.
If you can't shut up, stay out.
Well, I think that's the thing, because that kind of a situation speaks to why people are probably, I'd rather watch it at home. And if there's two of us, I mean, movie tickets are almost $20 a pop, easy. And so
Right.
that means for $40 to go to a movie where I may have that kind of experience, I'm paying outrageous amounts for popcorn and soda, and those kinds of things are just super expensive just to have those. Then why would I not just pay $30, have it in my own home? Plus,
Sure.
with that extra $10 difference, I can buy my own kind of popcorn, make my own snacks for the $10 compared to what would have that $10 could go a long way compared to paying $50
Now,
for
on
stuff.
the
So
other hand, there's
Yes.
kind of the communal side of this. There's the side that you want to be with those other fans.
a shared experience.
A shared experience. Exactly. It was fun because, okay, I'm not really into Five Nights at Freddy's. I liked it. I enjoyed it. It's a good movie. It's fun. It's a fun movie to watch.
Okay.
But I'm not into it like all these kids were. And there are parts where they're cheering and applauding, and I'm just looking at Brenda going, okay, okay. But at the same time, I didn't have a problem with, because I was like, okay, well, this is it. This is the communal part of it. That part that you want to be with those other fans of the series who are enjoying it. That I like. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So I wonder. I wonder if. Well, I remember even seeing Star Wars, and I remember watching the Last Jedi, and when Yoda came on the screen, everybody cheered. Like yeah,
Right.
Kind of a thing. So I see what you mean by that. So yeah. Well, here, let me go ahead and do. I'm going to go ahead and do my my geeky news. Go ahead, Megan.
Oh, you said news.
Yeah, we're
I
still
I
on
have a
mute.
news too.
We're in news now. No, yeah, if you got a news item, go ahead.
I do have news too, but if Steven has something, he can go
Here,
first.
I'll do
Well-
mine real quick.
Well,
Or what?
Steven's got a Geekdar, so we're
I got-
still in news.
Yeah, we are still in news. Isn't that funny? It's like, wah, wah. Here, real quick. So I shared I did
Oh,
share
have more news. I'm sorry.
that's okay. And then, so Lord of the Rings extended editions return to theater as Fellowship of the Ring turns 25. Now,
Oh my gosh, it's 25 now.
it's 25 years.
It's half the age of Star Wars.
Yeah. So for those of you, I really enjoy Lord of the Rings, and I do have the extended editions, and I had the extended editions when they came out. Well, 2 of the 3 packs I have where they came with a model with it. So here's the thing on this. That's if all 3 are coming out, that's like over 9 hours of of stuff, and it's never. I don't know if it's ever been in the theaters. The extended editions have ever been in theaters.
I
And the
don't
extended
remember.
editions are better than the theatrical releases, in my opinion. They give more to the story and help the story along.
I really don't remember if the extended editions ever did come out in the theaters. You're talking 4 hours worth of film right there for each one of them.
For each one, yeah, minimum 3 hours. That's true. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Mhm.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm excited about. That comes out in January.
That's cool.
The films will be screened in D-Box presentation format January 16th through the 19th, and in standard formats January 23rd through the 25th.
Oh, wow.
And so, they're even going to have, in addition to bringing extended films back to the big screen, limited edition Lord of the Rings themed concession items will be available at select participating theaters.
Well, of course.
AMC moviegoers can look for limited edition popcorn buckets. I've seen pictures of them. I don't know if they have them here. No,
Hey,
they
Megan,
don't have
here we go. AMC gets the special
they get
edition.
all the cool
They
stuff.
get all the cool stuff.
They have the popcorn bucket I want.
For what? For FNAF?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
FNAF had some cool stuff, though.
Yeah, but they have the popcorn bucket that I want.
No, okay.
Gotcha.
I don't know the mug that they had, or mug glass, whatever you want to call it. That was kind of cool. It looked like Freddy's head and
Yeah,
everything.
there's a popcorn bucket that is that same head,
Oh, okay.
and you can remove his face, and it's an actual mask. And I want it. And his eyes light up.
Oh, wow.
Lord of the Rings popcorn bucket.
Nice.
No, I don't see it. I'm gonna have to do a different
It'll
search.
probably be. Well, I mean, it's right around the corner, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm sure
it looks like it's the map of Middle Earth.
Oh, okay.
It's what it looks like. So
Not
yeah,
as cool as the Freddy, huh?
probably not. Probably not. So,
Okay. All right.
all right, Megan,
Megan,
what's your?
What's your geeky news?
So, anyone who is a fan of the game called Iron Lung, or a Markiplier fan, Markiplier or Mark Fishbach has been working on this movie for like 3 years. He wrote, filmed, directed, produced, edited. He entirely made this movie himself with the help of his like editing team and stuff. But it is getting a theatrical release, and we finally have a date, which is January 30th. There is a website, ironlung.com, that you can look up and see if your theater has it. Otherwise, request it. But yeah, January 30th. If your local theater is not on the list, request it.
Iron Lung. So, what's the premise behind the film Iron Lung?
That's a question. I've never actually watched the game. I just want to support Mark. I know it's a horror
Okay.
game. I know it is a horror game.
Storyline set in a post-apocalyptic future where an event known as the Quiet Rapture caused all known stars and habitable planets in the universe to disappear. A convict is sent to search an ocean of blood discovered on a desolate moon using a small submarine nicknamed the Iron Lung.
Okay. An ocean of blood, the only hope left after the quiet rapture. In the rustling halls of crumbling space stations, the last remnants of humanity craft a submarine to explore the bleeding depths and weld one soul inside to pilot it. But hope in this void is as illusionary as the starlight. This is not an expedition. It's an execution.
Let's hope it's not based on that little sub that they sent down. What was it, last summer? And
Oh,
and
gosh, right?
Yeah, because if it is, it's going to last about 10 minutes, 5 seconds. I don't know.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's a good geeky news, Megan. I like
Yep.
it.
All right. Are we ready for Geekdar then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go with the radar, sir.
What's wrong with it?
I've lost the bleeps, I've lost the sweeps, and I've lost the creeps.
The what? The what? And the what?
You know, the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
It's not all these.
Ha ha. All right. Here, I'll go ahead and start off real quick. So let me do this. I'm going to.
Technically, yours and mine are the same. So,
Oh, okay, cool. So let's do this. I need to switch my camera here, everybody.
The only difference is Steven's going to have a live unboxing of his.
I am.
I already
by
opened
golly.
mine. We got sent gifts by our friend Jacob Ruxer.
Yep.
I hope I said his name right.
Ruxer.
Who
Yep.
was on last week to talk about Tulsa King season 3, and
Yeah.
you know, Jacob has done his own comic called Costa Nostra Comrade.
Nostra's comrade, right?
There you go. And he was kind enough to send us a little gift, each one of us.
Yes.
I'm gonna
Yes,
let
very much
Steven
so.
open his now.
And
Don't cut the book.
I'm not cutting the book. I'm trying to cut the. There we go. Okay, let's see what we
Like
got
the
here.
lamp,
So,
not the rat.
Light the lamp. Light the lamp, not the rat.
right. Okay, making sure I got everything. Yep. Okay.
Okay, it looks like he sent the same thing to both of us.
Oh yeah. Oh, look at that! It's like a Nintendo game print.
Like a Nintendo 64 game box.
Yeah, look at that. Okay.
It's his. Now flip it over too. It's even got the description of the comic book, like as if it was the video game and stuff. That's pretty darn cool.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat.
That's modeled after which video game?
GoldenEye.
GoldenEye,
I think.
You know your video games better than I do.
Oh! But the cover. Oh yeah, this is what I think it is. Oh yeah, there's a card there for Ruxer. Oh,
yeah.
Hang on a second, everybody. He put two backboards on. Okay, Cosmos Comrade. We're gonna flip it over, everybody. Oh, this is just like Metal Gear Solid 1.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Metal Gear.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's so nice, Jacob. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Jacob. So he sent both of us a copy. He autographed them.
Oh, we sure did right here. Mm-hmm. Look at that. Right on. Oh wait, no, it goes this way. Sorry, Jacob.
I think he just recently did his first autograph session thing.
Yeah.
Like at his local comic store or something.
Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to read this later on today. The art's good.
Really nice. It's really nice.
It really is. That is cool.
Sometimes it's good to be a podcaster.
Sometimes it is, by golly. Sometimes it is. Oh, that was nice. Okay, so yeah, that was very nice of him to send that.
Yes, thank you very much, Jacob. We really appreciate it.
We do. That's pretty cool. Awesome, pretty cool stuff.
Okay, Megan has a Geek Dar too.
Yes.
Steven disappeared. He's invisible.
I had to do some camera switcheroos.
He's like the Predator. All right, Megan, what's yours?
In my myriad of waiting for things to be shipped.
Yes.
I got one on Thursday, which I'm counting as a birthday gift, even if I bought it nowhere near my birthday, but it came on my birthday. But I got my season 1 Blu-ray for Hazbin Hotel. So.
Here, I'm gonna make you big. I'm gonna make this bigger. I just thought of this. Okay, yeah, no, put it in the screen. Yeah. Nice. And happy belated birthday, Megan, by the way.
Yes, Thursday was Megan's birthday.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
and today
cool.
We're going out to take her to what would it be?
K-Pot.
Yeah, K-Pot's the name of it, but I was trying to think that would be dinner, probably Lungfist. No, that's breakfast.
No, Linner.
Linner. We're going for Lupper or Linner.
Lupper or Linner. Got it. What else?
I pre-ordered it, and it came with a.
Ooh, that's hard to see. Here, let me see if mine.
Yeah.
But other way.
Hang on a second. I'll make you. Let me make you much more bigger.
There we go. Bigger.
Oops.
But it came with a promo card for the trading cards.
Is that a foil card?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It was either a foil card or it was their limited or their special ones.
Who's on the card, Megan?
Pink. That is the V's. That's Valentino, Vox, and Velvet. They're kind of the main antagonists for season 2.
Is that the one with the television for a head?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Vox.
All right. I don't know if anyone can see that, but
Their cracked ice ones have a
I can't hear you,
edge.
Megan.
Sorry.
Say that again.
she
Their
got away
cracked
from
ice ones have a pink edge. I was giving him a card to show.
Oh, okay.
And they're kind of even more sparkly.
I'm trying not to get the glare from my light.
It's okay. It's a sparkly card, so
It's a foil card, so it's gonna do that. Oh yeah, nice.
those are what the special ones look like. So
Those are pretty cool.
we could have either gotten one of those or one of the regular ones. I unfortunately got a regular one, but hey,
Yeah,
it's a free card.
Sure.
So
right.
Cool.
Oh, where'd
Very cool.
everybody go?
Huh? What do you mean, where'd everybody go?
Oh,
I'm
I
right
was
here.
Okay, that's good.
I'm here. Oh, my nephew said hi.
Oh, hi, nephew. Uh-oh.
Chalk eater.
Oh, okay. I wondered. Okay.
Yeah, apparently he's a big FNAF fan also. Although he went and seen Iron Lung last night. He didn't go see FNAF.
He didn't see it.
Oh, he didn't? Oh, okay.
He don't live in California. That's the only way anybody.
I don't know where the movie's being shown.
There was a premiere last night, but that was in California.
All right, let's move over to the main event, shall we?
Okay, let's do this. It's time for the main event.
All right. I have a small spoiler-free breakdown. So the release date for this film was December 5th, which was yesterday. It takes place in the year 2002, which is about 1 year after the events of the first film. And the town has developed this weird obsession with Freddy Fazbear. Am I saying that right, Megan?
Fazbear, yeah.
Freddy Fazbear's tragedy turning into a local legend and holding a Faz Fest. And I got to say, yeah, that's kind of weird. The conflict, Abby, who is Mike's sister, they're the two main characters. If you've seen the first one, you know who they are. If you play the video games, I'm sure you know who they are, so on and so forth. She misses her animatronic friends.
Hang on a second. Sorry.
New threat emerges. Called the puppet or the marionette. So that is the breakdown for this film. I have never played the games. I didn't really know anything about the lore until we saw the first film.
Okay.
And I enjoyed the first film. I think it's a fun movie. The characters are fun to watch. It's a little weird. It's a little strange, but other than that, I think it's an enjoyable film. It is a horror. I'm going to call it a horror light film.
Okay.
And I only say that because what?
They are only rated PG-13.
Right. I only say that because, in my opinion, they do a really good job with the horror. You don't really see much of it. You know what's happening. You understand what's happening. They get the point across, but they don't show a lot of gore. So in that sense, if you're looking for a horror film that doesn't show a lot of gore, I say this is a good film.
Okay. Do you get like blood on the walls or stuff that like the effects of something that's going on?
There's some of that going on.
Little.
Yeah, a little, but it's
do you
not
hear
like
the sounds of it all? Like of what
Some.
could be happening to us? Oh, that's the worst. I think that's worse than actually having the gore because your
there's
brain...
one where the animatronic goes. I'm not giving anything away really, but the animatronic goes to crush someone's head, and you see them, and then it kind of goes away, but you know it happened. So
Gotcha. Real quick, Angie's in the house.
They did a good job about it.
Angie says, "Hi, gangs."
She said, "I don't know about all that."
Yeah. So she goes like, "I'll be able to watch it," and then she comes back and says, "I don't know about all that." Also, real quick, let's say hey to Chalk Eater. Good morning.
I wonder what color chalk he likes to eat.
Well, that's a good question. That's a good question right there.
Probably eats the pink one because maybe it tastes like strawberry.
So, Megan, what are you holding?
I have Pops figures for the animatronics.
Boy, the geek dar just keeps going, doesn't it?
I know it's not geek dar. I just have it.
But that's the new marionette character.
Well,
yes.
She's not new for FNAF, but new for the movies. Yeah, this is actually a 10-year anniversary one.
But yeah, she's new. I mean, she's new for the movie. So
for the movie, yeah,
Marionette is one of my favorite animatronics.
Apparently, yours and a lot of other people's too.
I also have Mangle. It's hard
that
to
one's
see.
A big one.
Yeah, it's hard to see because you don't have a light on in front of you.
Here. Usually, I'm handing them to you to show.
Oh yeah.
I love all the foxes. Foxy, Mangle, One Time Foxy, which is technically what Mangle was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he was Foxy. I was like, Megan, is that your character, Foxy? But Foxy was in it too, right?
She's a reskin.
Yeah. Angie goes creepy. I agree, Angie. I agree.
I love the animatronics. I love FNAF.
The animatronics are cool. I think they're cool looking, and
Jim Henson's studio does a fantastic job because they all look so great.
Yeah,
and it's so reminiscent of what Chuck E. Cheese. You know, it just feels so much like
it's horror Chuck E. Cheese. Yes,
right.
Or what? Showbiz. It was Chuck E. Cheese in some places, in other parts of the country, it's called Showbiz. Yeah,
that's true too. Same premise though.
So So what did you guys? So what's your review? What's your overall review of the movies?
Oh, Megan, what do you? I'm going to let you pick the scale. What do you want for a scale for this? Since this is your thing.
Music boxes.
Music. Oh, that's a good one. I like that.
Because this movie is very marionette centered, and that's a very important thing for marionette.
And why is that? Why is marionette important?
Well, the second movie is kind of the marionette story. It kind of solely focuses on her.
Okay.
And, I like it's so there's 3 different canons. the fun of it is there's 3 different canons.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Are you talking about there's 3 different levels of lore or 3 separate lores? Right. Okay.
Yes, because there's the games, there's the books, and now there's the movies.
Okay. Yeah.
And they all have similar but different lore.
Yeah.
So this one kind of goes. It mixes between the game lore and the book lore, because the book lore is where we get Charlie, where they call her Charlotte, and they go by her full name. They never call her Charlie, but in the books she's Charlie, and it's a very similar story to the books, and it's a little bit different in the games, but that's kind of spoilery, so I refrain from going details.
Your mom just reminded you spoilers.
I know.
That's funny.
All I've said was it's a very marionette heavy.
Okay, yeah. Let me ask you this. So, so what comes? The games came first, then the books, then the movies.
Which came first, the chicken or the egg?
Right.
There's
right.
Coming out.
So the game is the original lore, original canon, and then the books developed a canon expanding on the same as the as the same as the games, or just fleshed it out differently? And then now the movies, in order to make them movie style, for lack of a better term, you know how they have to convert stories to movies and they do it a little different
I think
take on
Scott
them.
Cawthon just doesn't know what he wants to be officially canon. So he has 3 different canons.
Who's Scott? Who is that?
Scott Cawthon is the creator of the games, and he's the one that directed the movies.
Okay.
I don't know if he wrote the book. I think he did. He may have had help with the books, but he had a big hand in the books too. So he has control over all the lores.
Okay, sure.
I just
so there's 3 different ones. There's for the books, there's for the games, and then there's for the movies. And that's okay. You can do that. They don't all have to be the
Well, I mean,
same.
it just confuses people.
Walking Dead kind of did that too. The Walking Dead, you had the one canon from the comic books.
The comics,
which
yes.
diehard Walking Dead fans consider that the true canon, which I get. I kind of look at DC Universe the same way. DC Universe, to me, the comic books are the real canon, and then the movies are just, fodder from it. And then they did, they kind of did the same thing. They did the television series. So I kind of look at this the same thing. I would think most, diehard FNAF fans would probably look at the game as your true canon then, in my opinion. Just from an outsider's opinion of it, anyway.
The problem is it's really hard to figure out all of the canon lore because there's so much hidden in the games, and there's so many answers that we never got. So then, when like the books started coming out, we started piecing together things, and then it's like, oh well, that's not game canon. That's book canon. So it's confusing. But the first game came out in 2014.
Your mom said it's the multiverse.
They're just poking the bear there. I don't want no multiverse.
So I got this last year for the 10-year anniversary.
Cool.
Oh, okay. Oh,
all right. Well, let's give our scores.
Yes.
I'm going to give it. I mean, I think it's being an outsider, never played the games, do not know the lore other than the films.
Okay.
I think it's, and as a I'm not a hardcore horror fan, but I enjoy horror, Halloween being my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
I think I would give this an 8.5. I think it's enjoyable. I don't think the horror is over the top. Characters are fun. I kind of like the whole, you kind of turn some of the original characters into heroes in a way in this one, which was interesting. And then we have new ones that were really, really bad, which was interesting. I like that twist and everything. So yeah, I'll give it 8.5 music boxes.
Okay. All right. Real quick. Shout out to Angie, headed to work. Will do. Thank you, Angie. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Your wonderful wife gave it an 8. And she added that it did make her heart rate rise a few times.
Yeah. She was squeezing my hand through half of the film.
Hey, she wanted to see it.
Yeah, well, she saw the first one too. She went and seen that one also.
Yeah,
so.
I remember the first one. The first one was fun, if that makes sense, for a movie. I mean, it's a good, what do you go to the movies for? You go to the movies for, you don't go for realism. You go for good time.
It does break your cardinal rule, though, Stephen.
Oh no, it does not.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
Oh, that's probably good.
Maybe I shouldn't have told you that. But I mean,
it's lore.
Right. It plays into the plot of the film, though. There's a purpose for
what this franchise is all about.
Well, let's put it this way: if it doesn't happen, you don't have the main character.
Okay.
All
right. Yeah. So everybody, if you're joining the show and you're not familiar with kind of our, what's the word? My cardinal rule is kids in horror movies, like little kids, like not teenagers, less, less
Yeah.
10 or younger kind of a thing. You don't. There's just things you don't do.
Well, I
in
think
my
she's
opinion.
11, so I. So maybe she
gosh.
doesn't break the rule.
Okay.
You set the number. I didn't.
Well, it is yeah. Okay. Just things with kids you don't do. So, all right. Anyway, continue on.
I totally get what you're saying, but I'm telling you that it.
That's how you had the animatronics
Right.
from the first one.
I mean, let's put it this way: if kids didn't die, we wouldn't have an It franchise either. So,
Yeah,
That too.
that's true too.
I mean, Georgie gets killed and his arm is taken off, and
I have that pop figure too.
yes, you do.
That's a chase.
Funny.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
8.5.
All good.
Megan, what's yours?
I really love it. I love FNAF.
Oh.
Marionette's one of my favorites. So being her story, I love that.
Yeah.
I go 9.5. Chica had too many voice lines.
Oh, really? That's interesting. You say that.
Okay, help me understand that. So explain that. I love your score, 9.5. Got it. So that means we have an average of 8.5 between Brenda, Mike, and Megan. So
Well, let's
It's just me griping.
let's say we're going ahead and going into spoilerific territory at this point.
all right, everybody. Spoilers. Wah, 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 wah. I'm sorry, I couldn't find this. I don't know
I
where the sound
find that
is.
fascinating that you think Chica had too many lines because I thought you really liked that character.
Chica's okay. Chica's
Okay.
not my favorite.
Okay, maybe I misunderstood that then.
So
Chica's
explain
not-
that for those. I didn't see it, and so help me understand what's the issue here.
Okay. So the toy animatronics, which is the new line that we see, or the main focus of the new ones that we see,
Okay.
they're all plastic and shiny and they look brand new. They're
Okay.
the toy line, so they're all, I don't know, upgraded. Well,
Okay.
they can actually talk, and they don't really go into it in the movie, like the lore sense of talking and stuff, or like explaining why they suddenly can talk. But the toy animatronics have the functionality. I cannot talk. To talk. It's just me griping because Megan Fox is the voice Chica of Toy Chica, and
Uh-huh.
I wanted to hear more from Freddy and Bonnie.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just griping because she got like all the speaking lines because Chica seems to be Abby's favorite.
Abby something.
So she gets to talk to her, and we got like a couple lines for Freddy and Bonnie, and I'm just annoyed because Freddy's voice was.
Yeah, Chica kind of becomes the main focus. Other than the marionette, she becomes the main focus in the film, and I think that's just because. Oh shoot, what's the girl's name?
Abby?
Yeah, Abby something. Yeah, how did I forget that? Only because Abby is that's. I think she considers
That's
her
her
best friend out of the animatronics. Would you say that she considers her best friend? Yeah. So that's probably why she got so many lines. I do have a question, Megan. So I'm reading here that the puppet Charlotte, this says that her character is different from the games.
Yeah.
According to this, it says unlike the games where the puppet is a protector in the movie, the puppet is aggressive and vengeful. She's a protector in the games, or I guess the games.
Yes.
But in the movie, she's aggressive and vengeful.
Yes.
I wonder why they flip-flop that.
Probably because to make her the quote-unquote villain.
Well, I understand they but I guess they didn't. I don't know. I guess they didn't have a good idea for a villain for the second one other than her.
She also wasn't around the original animatronics and the spirits, because she's the only one in that building.
That's true.
She's the only spirit in that building.
That's true. So yeah, Steven really doesn't know what's going on here.
Right.
So you know, in the first film, you have the guy he's the rabbit, and he's, you know, like the main quote unquote animatronic for the original show and everything, and he was kidnapping these children and basically putting them in the animatronics, more or less. We have a similar situation with the second one. We are in the spoiler territory, so
I'll put the sign back up.
If you have not seen FNAF 2, please go watch the film.
Yeah.
Pause us, go watch the film, come back, and then start again. All right, we can go now. All right.
Okay.
So in this one, Charlotte's at this is like the prime of the restaurant. Okay.
It's the very first one.
I gotta admit, the restaurant's pretty freaking cool too, because they even have a little river with little boats in it and stuff in the restaurant. It's pretty wild. But anyway, and a little bridge you have to go to get into the main part of the dining room and all this stuff. So Charlotte is there for what's her face's birthday.
Well, I don't think it was her birthday.
Oh, you don't think it was hers? I thought it was her.
I don't know. Maybe it was.
See, I was thinking it was her birthday actually. So the girl that's the cop,
Vanessa.
Vanessa in the first film, and she's also the daughter to what's his name?
William Afton.
I think that was her birthday party, honestly, but maybe I'm wrong. Somebody can correct me if they know better. Anyway, Charlotte's just sitting there intently watching for the marionette to pop up. Okay. Because the marionette pops up out of the floor, and they say that basically she acts as if she's controlling Freddy and the band and everything.
Oh, okay.
Wirelessly. So she's a loner. The other kids don't like her and all that stuff. So she doesn't want anything to do with anyone. So she doesn't want to go to the table. And she convinces her to go back to the table. And when she does, she sees a little boy walk back to the back of the restaurant. And then all of a sudden the rabbit grabs him and takes him. And she freaks out, and she tries to get adults to go back there to find out what's going on. And all the adults are like, well, one of them really annoyed me. One of the mothers goes, adults are talking. It's like, oh my God, that's horrible. And all the adults are like, leave us alone, little girl. Nobody wants to pay attention to her. So she goes back and gets the little boy. She actually saves him. But in the meantime, she's killed. And hence, So then she basically becomes the spirit of the marionette. That's
okay.
how it all happens. Which, I thought was a great premise, actually. It works really well. But so then her whole thing is she wants revenge on all the adults. She doesn't really want revenge on Afton.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really want revenge. She doesn't blame him for killing her. She blames all the adults that were in the room for not paying attention to her. That's where she wants her revenge. So that's the premise of the film right there.
Gotcha.
So and the sad thing is, I kind of get her motivation.
Well, that's an important part of a film. I mean,
yeah, it's like, I don't want to identify with the villain, but at the same time, I kind of get it. I mean, yeah, the adults were crappy. They sucked. They were terrible. So I get it, So it kind of makes sense, but it is what it is.
In the games, the puppet is like with the spirit, with the animatronics that are haunted, and the puppet is trying to free them. So the puppet acts as a protector for the spirits, and is trying to free them in the games.
See, now that could have been an interesting premise too. That I wonder how come they decided to go completely away from the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's interesting. I like that idea actually. I like how because we do get the main kid who's Freddy. We get him back in this movie. We didn't
Golden Freddy.
Right. Okay. Right. Because
there's two Freddys.
There's two Freddys in this. I forgot about that.
Well, there's two Freddys in the first one.
Was there two Freddys in the first one?
Because you had the main four, and then you had Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy was the blonde kid with the striped shirt.
Okay.
See, Golden Freddy is there's two original Springlock suits. That's Freddy and Bonnie. Bonnie's is William Afton's suit. He is Spring Bonnie, is what it's also called because it's a Springlock suit. So that suit is also known as Spring Bonnie.
Okay.
And then later on, it adapts Springtrap as a name because it becomes a trap for him. So it's Springtrap. But so those two are the original like suits because they started off with the Springlock suits where they had people walking around in the suits, and then they started having problems with them locking up and causing problems. So Afton became the only one that wore it, and he only did it in secret because he killed the kids.
Right.
But Golden Freddy is that other one, and that's kind of I think he was, for the movie lore, he was the first victim.
Oh, okay. All right.
So.
And your mom said she thought it was Vanessa's birthday too.
I don't know. I was giddy because it was Charlie. I was too busy being giddy because I was sitting there going, that's Charlie.
So
they haven't said her name, but that's Charlie.
Let me ask you, which version of the story do you like better? Do you like the marionette as the protector or the aggressor?
I like both.
You like both? Okay. All right.
And if I remember right, the book kind of combines, because the games, Charlie isn't the puppet. The puppet is a different character. So the puppet's actually a boy, possessed by a boy in the game lore. But in the books, and now in the movies, she's possessed by Charlie or Charlotte. I like the book better for that aspect. But at least I think that's the way it goes. But in the books, it's a similar death. So the books, the puppet was kind of created to be like a protector for Charlotte, and because she was a loner, she didn't really have friends, and she was attached to the animatronics growing up in Freddy Fazbear's. But I lost my train of thought. So she does see in the books somebody getting let off, and so she goes after, and the puppet follows her, and she ends up dying, so the puppet takes over her, and so I guess I don't remember quite. I haven't read all the books. I've only read like the first 2
Gotcha. Now, when you say books, are they comic books or are they books?
books.
They're actual books. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, I was curious. I wanted to show.
Silver Eyes, I think, is the first one.
Yeah, here's a picture of what the marionette looks like, and she kind of reminds me of some Star Wars characters that we see in the Clone Wars. I think it was the
The
characters
temple guards, or no. The Wills. The Wills.
Yeah, maybe the Wills. Maybe that's what it reminds me of. But I don't know. It just, when I saw it, it just kind of reminded me of one of the Star Wars Clone Wars characters. I thought it was interesting.
Gotcha.
So, yeah,
They were in the Yoda episodes, the last 3. I think.
Yes, that's the ones. That's exactly the ones.
I'm tracking with you.
Cool. So you agree? That's what does it remind you of them too?
That does, yeah. Because of the mask, the shape of the mask and stuff, yeah.
Well, I am curious now of this story where she's the protector. I kind of like that idea. I think that's kind of cool. I thought it was cool the way they did it too. I enjoyed this also, although I did not enjoy at first when Abby basically becomes the marionette.
She gets possessed.
Yeah, she gets possessed. And spoiler. But we are
spoilerific territory's up, so that's good.
Because I liked Abby. She's a cute, fun character and everything, and I didn't want to see Abby get hurt. So
McKenna looked cooler.
Yeah,
I don't remember her character's name.
Well, I don't know. Both her and Charlotte looked cool as the marionette. They both had this kind of different look to them. But
well, the funny thing when you see Charlotte, she has the tears. She has got the black tears. She's the crying child at that point.
Right. Yeah. I mean, because that's what she looked like in the scene.
Mm-hmm.
When it was happening and everything. I think that's why they incorporated that. She almost has the Alice Cooper.
It's also a nod to the games, because I think in the games the puppet is the crying child. I think.
Gotcha.
How much do you think it paid homage to the games? Like, how much of it was fan service in the movie?
Good question.
Well, Bonnie and Freddy's voice actors are kind of fan service, because Matt Pat, who one of the reasons why he got big was, well, not necessarily got big, but one of his biggest parts. No, he's actually the theory.
Game Theory.
Theorist is Game Theory, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love him. He got to be the voice of Bonnie, which is why I'm griping about it, because I wanted more voice lines.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Kellen Goff was the voice of Freddy, who he is the voice of Freddy. He's done
in the games
most of all the Freddys in the games that have voice lines, and he's been a bunch of other of the animatronics too, who I also love. But so that's kind of a non/fan service.
Yeah.
I think it did better than the first one with tying a little bit more of the games, because we actually got game mechanics in the second one, which I thought was really cool. So there's a point where Mike is trying to track the animatronics.
That's something else funny. We have a Mike and we have a Michael.
Yes.
Both in this movie.
Aha.
That's also kind of that's game related too. But so he's sitting in this office that does not have a door. Yeah. And it never had a door.
Who designs an office without a door? I love that.
Which is the way the second game is, because you're trying to survive as a security guard, and so you have these animatronics constantly coming by and trying to kill you, because they don't recognize you.
Oh, and I love how he has one of the heads there,
Yes.
and he puts the head up to his face. The animatronic walks by him and scans him,
That's a game mechanic.
and it says, "Oh, it's an animatronic," because he's got the head up there, and then
So-
it walks away. You know, I thought that was pretty cool. That was clever.
That's a game
I like
mechanic.
that. Okay.
That's a game mechanic from the second one. So
So
in
you're
order-
saying there is a lot of fan service.
I don't know if I'd call it fan service. 'Cause, I mean, well, I guess that part, the game mechanic part, was yeah.
But see, somebody who's not a fan of the game doesn't know the game lore whatsoever. I thought it was cool. I liked it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So,
But
Yeah.
yeah, so there's different ways, and one of the biggest one is to put the Freddy head on, and it deters the animatronics, because the toy animatronics have like facial scanning recognition, and the whole reason that that location got shut down was because they turned violent on adults for some reason. I don't remember the end game. It might have been similar. See, it might have been similar.
well, I mean,
But
and
we
the
just didn't
premise
see the protective side.
and the premises of this is you had the marionette. She's controlling them like
Mhm.
she's supposed to do in you know, in the restaurant, and her whole thing is she wants to kill adults, you know, because she's angry with the adults. So that kind of falls in with that. That makes
I
sense.
do think-
that tracks.
I don't remember if it's the puppet that's the reason why they're like that, or if it's
I'm lost. I'm
Weird.
just telling you, I'm lost.
Sorry. Well, I also like the fact that they did get to go away from the restaurant. That was kind of
Yeah.
cool.
Was
and
it?
they show them at the fair because, you know, like I read in the synopsis that there is a fair going on. Freddy Faz, what is it called again?
they called it Faz Fest.
Faz Fest. There's a Faz Fest going on, and Freddy's walking. This is great. Freddy's walking down the center of this thing, and everybody's just staring at him. And there's like 4 kids that come up to him, and they're critiquing him because they think it's just a guy in a costume, right? And some of them were like, "Man, that costume's amazing." And one kid, he's like, "Oh, it's not that good," you know. yeah, you're wearing boxes, and that thing is real, you know.
Right.
But he's like, one of them goes, "You should go to the costume contest." And Freddy looks at him and says, "I want to, but I have something to do first. I have to go kill adults," or I don't know, something like that. And they went, "Okay."
So what I hear you saying though, there's a lot of lore, but each one has its own. Excuse me, not each one, but each medium. So the games as a medium has its own lore, canon, as you said. And the books have their own, and the movies now have their own. But they kind of give Easter eggs amongst themselves to the other mediums.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Which makes it confusing.
Okay. Should we go ahead and skip to the end because we're 15 minutes over? So.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so the end of the film, they basically beat the marionette. They stop her, and they stop her with a music box. That's the reason. That's hence the choice for our.
Nice. Okay, nice.
So the father of Charlotte gives Mike a music box because he said that he used to get her to go to sleep with this music box, and the music box works. Hence, it does work. So they end up, you know, winning more or less.
Mhm.
But in the meantime, during the film, we also find out there's another member to the family that we didn't know about. That is Michael, and Michael is Vanessa.
Mm-hmm.
Vanessa's brother. And he's kind of wanting to carry on his dad's legacy.
Which is very different from the games.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
So what's Michael's premise in the game then?
So in the game, Michael takes on the name Mike Schmidt. So the whole Schmidt thing
So
is
no
a
one
nod,
knows.
was a nod to the yeah. So nobody knows who he really is. He's looking for his dad to kill him
Oh,
because he
okay.
wants to stop him, and he's looking for his sister and his mom.
So they kind of flip flop his character too.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Which I find it interesting. I don't mind that.
Yeah.
He can be evil. That's fine. It's funny.
But
It's fun.
But at the end, we find out that the dad is not dead.
Because he always comes back.
Right, because he always comes back.
Dun dun dun.
Right. So apparently,
Of course, I already knew
FNAF
that.
3, I'm guessing, is going to be Michael and his dad.
Possibly.
Right.
Evil dies tonight. Oh, sorry.
That's where I think they could go
God, I hated
into
that
the
line.
protective side. Because I think
You think who will go into the protective side?
I think Charlotte. It could go like sure
Well,
she's still angry right now,
I could see that happening. I could
but
see
I think
Charlotte
the third
moving
one
into
could turn
that.
her into it.
Yeah, I could see where that the third one could move her into that role, which would be interesting because then we see her more as a good guy. Which, I mean, we kind of seen the originals as good guys in this, sorta.
Well, they were never really bad guys.
Well, yes and no. I mean, they were still killing people. They killed all the.
They killed the ones that invaded their space, and
they still kill people. So, yeah. Were they completely bad? No. The rabbit's the bad one. Ashton,
yes,
whatever.
Afton.
He's the bad one. He's the villain of the whole thing. Yes, I get it,
Yes.
but they were kind of puppets to him. So, but in this one, they play a little more of the role of the protector. Oh, the other thing I did like in the film was the nod to, and Stephen, you'll remember this as a Gen Xer, the nod to Speak and Spell. So they had their own version of Speak and Spell, but it was I don't know, Freddy something.
I don't remember.
It was a toy with Freddy's face on it, and you typed in
something.
You typed in stuff, and it even sounded like
the old Speak and Spell.
Yeah, only it was more in Freddy's voice, than the original Speak and Spell.
My brain went to, I wonder if there's an 11 Labs voice thing for the Speak and Spell.
That's also a nod to the games, because there's when you're trying to look for lore, at some point you hear the same sound bites for the same voice that
Gotcha.
the Speak and Spell has, and I don't remember what it spells out, but it spells out something, and it's a lore bit.
I love how Speak and Spell seems to come back in so much stuff. I think it's funny because if I remember right, Speak and Spell also came back in
Toy Story,
Stranger Things. It came back in Toy Story. Of course, it was an ET, but ET was around that time. So, because ET uses it to make his part of his telephone and everything. But yeah, I mean, I grew up with the Speak and Spell, so I think it's cool.
Very cool.
I also really like that we got to see a lot of animatronics.
Oh, you ain't kidding. There was because
they shoved a lot of them in there.
Yeah, they sure did.
Yeah, because I remember the first movie didn't have a whole lot.
No, you only had technically 6. Because you had 4. You had Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy, and then you had Golden Freddy and Spring Bonnie, or Springtrap.
Right.
William Afton.
Yeah.
All these names he goes by.
And this one, they basically doubled
names.
them all up, because we had the originals.
In this one.
Plus the ones from the... by the way, this restaurant that we're talking about, it is the original location.
It's the Prime. Yeah,
it's the Prime.
The first.
Right.
So then you had the toys. So you have Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, Toy Freddy, and then you have Mangle, who was supposed to be Funtime Foxy. But the whole thing with that is there was a pull apart thing, and it didn't work out, and it became an amalgamation. So that's why her name is Mangle. And then
what's the one with the face that's off?
You had the Wizards.
Oh, that's a Withered?
That's the Withered animatronics. So the withered animatronics are kind of the prototypes before the original 4 that we saw in the first one came to be. So they look like them, but they're very torn up because they're the oldest ones.
Gotcha. I saw a kid with a toy of that when we were going in.
That doesn't surprise me. We had Wither Bonnie at GalaxyCon.
That's right. Yeah,
That was in
yeah.
the competition.
Right. I remember that.
And then the marionette. We got the marionette, but then we also got in Vanessa's dream. We got to see Circus Baby.
Which means what?
Circus Baby is one of the animatronics from the 5th game. I don't remember what numbers, but it's called Sister Location, and it's yeah, it ties her to a what I think her name was Elizabeth in the games. So Vanessa's a completely different. Vanessa actually is in the games too. She's in Security Breach, but I don't think she's related to the Aftons.
Okay.
I don't remember. I'd have to rewatch lore on Security Breach. But yeah, she takes a different character in the movies. She basically takes the place of Elizabeth Afton, who is the daughter, and Circus Baby was made for Elizabeth. And that was her favorite, and in the games she dies by Circus Baby, and she's the spirit that inhabits Circus Baby.
Gotcha.
So it was really cool to see her.
Okay.
Mom had a question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Figured out the answer.
So why do you think the science teacher didn't want Abby in the science fair? Okay, so real quick explanation of who the science teacher is. You remember Jurassic Park? You remember, oh God, what was his name? The guy who was in charge of security at Jurassic Park.
He was on Seinfeld, the guy that was on Seinfeld.
Guy was on Seinfeld.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
When he tried to break into it, he's the science teacher in this.
Okay.
And they're building robotics for a science fair. The entire class is building robotics, and Abby's robot is not working correctly, and she's having a tough time with it. And he's just basically like, well, you shouldn't go to the fair because your robot's not working, and it'll look bad on the rest of the class and all
Wayne
this
Knight.
stuff. Oh, that's his. Yeah. Okay. Wayne Knight. Anyway, so he tells her that he doesn't want her to go, basically. Well, she takes her robot to Chica, one of the animatronics, and Chica helps her finish her robot, which looks identical.
It's a miniature.
It's a miniature, but
Chica.
It's clear. You can see through it, and you can see the robotics inside of. Little mini Chica. And so she's real happy because she's got a working robot, and she goes to the science fair and takes it, to the science fair. And then he comes up to her and he's like, "What are you doing here? I thought we agreed you weren't going to show up and all this stuff." And he goes, here, let me take this because I'm sure it doesn't work. And when he does, he drops, quote unquote, drops it on the floor and busts it. "Oh, I'm sorry, Butterfingers." Just because he doesn't want her in the science fair and everything.
Because he has this whole aversion to the animatronics and Freddy Fazbear's.
So you think
he was complaining about everybody?
Yeah, because everyone in the town has got Freddy Fazbear fever.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Right. So yeah. So you're thinking it's just because she did Chica.
I think he's the kid.
You think he's the kid?
I think he was the kid.
Which kid?
the kid that she saved, that Charlotte saved.
Oh, really? I didn't even think about that.
Because the whole movie, I was trying to figure that out too. As soon as he was like,
But
I
I
don't
think
like
he's
this.
older than her,
I
though.
don't know. Or maybe he was related to. Maybe he
I mean,
was,
I like
maybe
your-
he was the kid's dad.
I think, yeah, maybe he's the kid. No, because the kid's dad. No, I don't
Because
know.
I don't think they
don't know.
specifically.
That's good. That I mean, that's good
I
thinking.
think
But
he's related to some.
I just thought he was older than Vanessa, though.
He might have been.
I don't know. That's a good one. Anyone knows?
Either that, or he may have been like, and he may have had a sibling or something that was one of the other missing kids.
Possibly.
So,
but I like where you're going with that. I think that's a great.
Because I was trying to figure that out too, because it didn't
nice.
explicitly answer that.
No, it didn't.
Of why he hated the whole festival.
True. Your mom said, "Oh, that's a great theory." So, what does Matt Pat always say?
It's not a theory. It's just it's just a game theory.
There you go. It's just a movie theory.
That's film theory.
Oh, okay. All right. You guys know that better than I do. All right.
Yeah.
Well, that is Five Nights at Freddy's 2. I think both of us enjoyed it. I mean, and I'm not even, a big fan of the series, but I'm enjoying the movies.
In theater, especially if you're a fan.
I agree. I mean, I think it's worth being in the theater as long as you don't have those two guys behind you. You're fine. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the two guys that talked through the entire movie.
Oh yeah, those two.
I wish Bill Murray would have popped on at the end of it. You two, the ones who were making all the noise in the movie.
We haven't watched that yet.
You're right. We usually watch that closer to Christmas.
True.
And your mother even said it's worth a watch.
Okay.
I mean, that speaks a lot because she hates horror films. So that's a lot. So,
yeah.
All right. And that's FNAF 2.
Ta-da! Da-da-da-da. All right. Well, everybody, sounds like we're wrapping up. So here's the dealio. So thanks for checking us out here today on Two Geeks and a Microphone with Megan. Real quick, everybody, please check out our website at www.twogeeksmic.com. That's the number 2 GEEKSMIC.com. That is our hub for all things Two Geeks. You can get to everything else from there, such as our merch page, which is www.twogeeksmicmerch.com, as well as our Ko-fi page. Ko-fi is like, throws them out, maybe familiar with it. It's just like Patreon, but we like it much more better. Cheers. And so ko-fi.com/2geeks, number 2 GEKS. And you can search us on Ko-fi too. We pop up as well. So we have a $1 tier, a $2 tier, and $3 tier. And all that does is just help us to pay for all the stuff that it takes to do the show and the podcast and all that. So, and then also, if you want to reach out to us, the best way to do that is through our email address, which is show@twogeeksmic.com. And Mike keeps an eye on that pretty well. Does a pretty nice job keeping up with any requests or thoughts or anything that anybody has on there. So, all right, man. Well, with that, what else we got?
With that, just like to say, make sure and check out all of the socials that we're on. We are on Facebook and Instagram. And I try to post, funny memes. Some of them I might steal. Some of them I might make. we're not going to say which ones are which.
Right.
And then I try to put up fun facts throughout each month of, all kinds of geeky things, geeky anniversaries or so on and so forth. And then finally, we always post when we're going live. Speaking of going live, we go live every Saturday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. You do the rest on the math. And we go live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and Rumble. Did I get it all? I think so. All right. So, any last words, funny anecdotes?
Real quick,
Oh.
Murder Murdery. These guys are the best.
Aw, thanks.
Thanks.
Well,
Thanks.
it could have been Zig or it could have been Jeff. I'm not sure which one.
Right.
Thanks, guys. We love you guys. All right. With that,
music taste aside.
what's that?
They said music taste aside.
Music tastes.
That'd be sick.
That's got to be Zig then. Has to be. Because I know Jeff and I are kind of on level with our music taste. So anyway.
That's funny.
All right. So with that said, please, well, first of all, watch out for the killer animatronics. And please do not Steven skip this episode because we are much more better than the rest. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for joining us today on the Two Geeks and a Microphone podcast. Tune in next week when we will have more news and reviews. Until then,